Please.
Kernel Buyakaw, masama loob mo.
Kernel Buyakaw, nasabi mo kanina na ini-expect mo na ma-relieve ka. Tama? Nung nawala si General Acorda.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Bakit?
You were not there for Lucky South POGO Company in any way, correct?
Yes, sir. I had no contacts at all with Lucky Star South. Congressman Paduano said that it should be the SEC that should furnish this committee with those articles.
That's what the Honorable Paduano said. That's not what I said.
Kaya nga po nung
Kanino pong instruction? Sagutin mo yung tanong ko. Hindi. Pangatlo na akong mag-move to cite you in contempt. At iha, hindi kita pakukulong dito. Sinisiguro ko yun.
Dito naman ako sa issue tungkol sa kay General Karamat, no? Para once and for all masettle yung issue. General Karamat, isa sa issue yung pagkaka-relieve ng mga tao from CIDG na nagtrabaho at nag-raid dito sa POGO hub na ito. Marami kasing haka-haka na ang nag-order ng kanilang relief ay ikaw. Meron naman nagsasabi na merong higher authorities ang nag-order. Meron naman din nagsasabi na mga superior mo ang nag-order, no? Para lang magkaroon ng liwanag o maliwanagan ang lahat. Pwede ba sa pagkakataong ito pakisabi nyo sino ang nag-order ng relief ng mga taong yon?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, sir, and to all the members of this committee, fellow workers in the government. Isang magandang hapon po sa ating lahat, sir. Sir, thank you for this opportunity to clarify doon, sir, sa mga pagka-relief ng mga tropa natin, sir, sa CIDG. On the part of Colonel Alejandro, ako po, sir, yung nag-relieve sa kanya, but nasabi naman ni Colonel Alejandro na before the operation in Bamban was conducted, he was already informed of the impending reshuffle. Nasabi na po yun ni Colonel Alejandro. Actually, hindi lang po si Colonel Alejandro yung na-relieve nung yung reshuffle ay naganap. 6 po sila na regional chief. At yung sinasabi nila, sir, na wipe up yung tao ni Colonel Alejandro, actually, 2 lang po yung official na na-relieve. At I think nandito sila ngayon, sir. So, sila na po ang magsabi what was the reason bakit na-transfer yung 2 official. I think I submitted already to the committee secretariat regarding the reasons pagka-relieve ng mga sinasabi nilang na-wipe out doon, sir, sa Region 3 nung pagkatapos ng operation, sir, sa Bamban. Another thing, sir, hindi po na-dismiss po yung kaso or RFI as was previously mentioned. Actually, sir, yung kaso ay nag-prosper at lahat ng mga suspect na napailan ng kaso ay na-issuehan po ng warrant of arrest. On the part of Colonel Buyakaw, which was another operation conducted after a year, 2024, I received a memo coming from TDPRM as I presented in the previous hearing, memo from Directorate for Personnel and Records Management directing me as the director of the CIDG to replace Colonel Buyakaw, Your Honor, sir. Yan lang po, sir.
Kanino ho galing yung order, General?
TDPRM, sir, Directorate for Personnel and Records Management, sir. So,
sino po ang head niyan?
It was, the OIC din was General Bakay, sir.
Okay. Sige, thank you, General Karamat. Kay General Bakay,
Thank you, Your Honor, sir.
General, sa'yo pala galing yung order.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Magandang hapon po, Mr. Chair.
Is that because you intend to reshuffle or there was a pending reshuffling of your men? Kaya nyo in-implement yung relief ng mga taong taga-CIDG?
Mr. Chair, the order to install Colonel Ana, necessarily relieving Colonel Buyakaw, came from our Chief PNP. As a matter of fact, he wanted to attend, Mr. Chair, to explain why there was a relief. The difference of time between the operation in Banban led by Colonel Buyakaw was 1 month, Mr. Chair. March 17, yung order ko po. Yung memo ko was April 17. There's a 1-month lull. Meaning when General Marbil took over, during the operation, Mr. Chair, kaya po nabanggit ko si General Acorda noon because it was during his time nung nagawa yung operation sa Bamban led by Colonel Buyakaw. It was during the time of General Acorda. Nung pinarelieve si Colonel Boyaco, Mr. Chair, was the time of General Marbil. And nabanggitin po kanina ang position ng RFU NCR Director. Usually, ang choice ng Chief PNP ang inuupo po dyan. Perhaps even General Acorda can attest to that yung nilagay niya as the RFU NCR, Colonel Boyaco, was his choice. The same is true with General Marbil, our current Chief PNP. Si Colonel Ana ang gusto niyang maging director ng NCR RFU. It has nothing to do with the operations in Bamban led kay Colonel Boyaco a month before, Mr. Chair. I hope that's very clear.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Salamat, General. Nandito po ba yung mga na-relieve? So, sa second round, Mr. Chair, I'd like to manifest my interest to ask questions later.
May I interject? Andiyan nata si Kernel Buyakaw. Andiyan ba si Kernel Buyakaw? Kernel Buyakaw, can you sit here? Baka we can ask him question na para at least in relation to what you're asking.
Yun nga, dito pala. So, Colonel Buyakaw, was the relief order a surprise to you when you received it?
Sir, actually, sir, I was working on another case. Kasi tapos na kami doon sa Bamban, sir. And that's the time na lumabas yung order ko, sir.
So, hindi ka ba nagtaka?
Well, sir, kasi wala na si Sir Acorda na nag-install sa akin, sir. So, I expect, sir, na ganun, sir, mangyari.
Bakit ini-expect mo? Meron ka magandang trabaho, meron ka magandang achievement, tapos nirelieve ka. Anong nasa isip mo nun?
Well, sir, I believe, sir, kasi in the past, ang mga, sir, chief sa NCR, sir, is placed by the chief PNP, sir.
Colonel, can I interject?
Please.
Colonel Buyakaw, masama loob mo? Yes or no?
Sir, I'm just
Yung totoo.
a police officer.
No. I'm asking you personally. Masama loob mo sa pagkakaalis sa'yo after a successful operation. You have to be, you are in front of the Filipino people. Masama loob mo dahil pagkatapos ng magandang operasyon, tinanggal kayo. Yes or no? Kasi malalaman natin, kung hindi masama loob mo, di okay. Masama ba loob mo? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Di ba? And you feel nade-demoralize kayo dahil nga successful operation nyo tapos bigla kayong tatanggalin. Di ba? Kahit nasabihin natin that this is the practice of all these chief PNPs, General Acorda, during your time, was there a situation wherein there is a successful operation, then a day after, tinanggal mo silang lahat? Was there an occasion?
During my time, sir, I cannot recall sa situation, sir, because talagang duly informed naman ako sa lahat ng mga operation, and except if there are some demeanors in the operation conducted, doon lang nagkakaroon ng relief, sir.
Of course.
But as far as I can recall, sir, wala pong nangyaring ganun.
Of course, yun ang medyo masakit sa atin na after, ito yung hindi ko matanggap, honestly. When we have the last hearing, before I recognize Congressman Chairman Acop, hindi ko matanggap na after a successful operation, sasabihin natin that alam na naman nila na tatanggalin sila. Di ba? Sana hindi po ganun ang naging procedure ng PNP. And as a matter of fact, marami sa inyo na na-demoralize dahil nga inilipat sila. Let's accept it. Ayan, katulad si Colonel Buyakaw, sinasabi niya, di ba? Personally. Di ba? Masakit. Kaya, I hope, before I proceed, the chair would like to recognize Congressman Chairman Acop. Chairman Acop, you have the floor.
To put things in their proper perspective, Colonel Buyakaw, nasabi mo kanina na ini-expect mo na ma-relieve ka. Tama? Nung nawala si General Acorda.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Bakit?
Sir, as I said a while ago, sir, as experience yung napansin ko, sir, in the past, kung sino, sir, yung chief PNP, siya, sir, yung naglalagay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Retired na ako. I retired in 2001, 23 years. Nung ako rin ang nag-chief ng NCR CIS, ang chief PNP ang pumipili kung sino ang maging boss diyan. Di ba? Kaya ikaw ang pinili ni General Acorda. Right? Tapos nung naupo si General Marbil, nirelieve ka kasi siya ang pipili ng uupo doon sa unit na yan. That has been the tradition. Tama?
Yes, sir. Yes.
O kaya dapat hindi sumama ang loob mo dahil alam mo na yun ang tradition eh. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I continue.
Okay, so the chair of Dangerous Drugs, Chairman Ace Barbers.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Pagpatuloy mo.
So, balikan na lang natin yung sa issue sa Philippine National Police. Ano? Gusto ko lang matanong yung PIDEA. Is PIDEA present?
Yes.
Yes,
Si,
Your
si Director Lasso.
Director General Lasso, mula nang nagumpisa yung mga congressional hearings ng dangerous drugs, public order, public accounts, at saka yung Committee on Human Rights, there seems to be a common denominator doon sa usaping yon, no? At hindi nawawala yung usapin tungkol sa drugs, no? Do you have any information that you wish to share to the committee with respect to perhaps your findings or your mga datos na nandiyan dyan sa inyo, Director General Lasso?
Yes, Your Honors. This is our first time, for PIDEA to join this hearing. We have been actively participating in the committees on the EJK hearings and the Committee on Dangerous Drugs. In the hearings that we joined, we took note of the matrices or diagrams that were presented during these hearings, and when we went back to our office, we crafted a better diagram on how it can be clearly seen how they are connected with each other. And after we made that diagram, I shared it with PAOCC, Yusek Gilbert Cruz. Because inputted in that diagram is that there was a report which came out of the Senate hearings that a certain brother of Michael Yang, can I just refer to a certain brother of Michael Yang, who is Zhang Yang, also known as Yang Kung Zhang, is an incorporator or part of Full Win Group of Companies and Paili Estate Group Corporation. Now, in the hearings of the Senate, it was revealed that Baofu Land Development Incorporated, wherein Mayor Alice Leal Go is an incorporator, received money from the joint account of Yang's brother Hong Jiang Yang and one Yu Zheng Kan. Supposed to be, or reportedly, this money was used to bankroll Hongsheng Gaming Technology, the builder of POGO complex in Banban, raided in March 13, Your Honors. And so, again, these are not part of our holdings. We just collated what we heard from Congress and from the Senate and came up with this diagram. And that's where we saw the connection of Mayor Go and Hong Jiang Yang, a brother of Michael Yang.
Okay, thank you, DG. Other than that information, wala nang ibang link or connection?
No more, Your Honor.
Okay. Sige, thank you, DG. Now, I'd like to direct my questions to a former colleague, Secretary Harry Roque. Alam ko, pagod ka na, Secretary, dahil you've been asked questions and some of those questions are repeatedly asked, no? Ako, for my sake and for my education and my enlightenment as well, I'd like to ask you questions that are very quick and very answerable only by yes or no. Is that okay?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, you said that you went to PAGCOR to accompany Ms. Cassandra Ong as a representative of Whirlwind Corporation.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. You were not there for Lucky South POGO Company in any way, correct?
Yes, sir. I had no contacts at all with Lucky Star South.
Lucky South 99, no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is Whirlwind a POGO company?
No, Mr. Chair.
Does Whirlwind have any transactions with PAGCOR?
No, Mr. Chair.
You also testified that with Whirlwind, that Whirlwind is a company that owns the land where Lucky South 99 POGO is situated, correct?
They don't own the land. They lease the land and they own the buildings.
So they lease
Being
the land
used.
from
Cruz family.
from Cruz family. Okay, thank you. So Whirlwind has a lease agreement with Lucky South, correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Yes.
Now, does the lease agreement need PAGCOR's approval for validity?
I have no information, Your Honor, if that is required.
Okay. Now, is PAGCOR a party to the lease agreement?
No, Your Honor.
The lease agreement is a private contract between Whirlwind and Lucky South 99.
Yes, Your Honor.
To the exclusion of the Philippine government, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, does Whirlwind need to be represented in PAGCOR in connection with this private contract?
No, Your Honor.
Did Cassandra Ong discuss this lease agreement with PAGCOR Chairman Altenco?
Not in that meeting, Your Honor.
So there were other meetings.
I do not know, but I suppose that because of the regulatory powers of PAGCOR, they have had to divulge who is the actual owner of the land, who is the actual owner of the premises. I do not know if that is a requirement.
Okay. Did Cassandra Ong and Chairman Altenco discuss the arrears of Lucky South 99 that it owes to PAGCOR?
Yes, they did, Your Honor.
Did they also discuss the application of Lucky South 99 with PAGCOR?
Only to the extent that there are new guidelines to be issued for internet gambling, and in that meeting, they were given, in fact, a copy of the new guidelines.
And the new guidelines was not present when the time that Lucky South 99 had its first license.
Yes, Your Honor. In fact, it had only been released in the same month of the meeting, in the month of July. It was brand new, so to speak.
Okay. Now, days after that meeting in PAGCOR, did you call Attorney Fernandez of PAGCOR to follow up on the lease contract of Whirlwind and Lucky South?
Not days, months.
Months, I'm sorry, months.
Months.
Oh, yeah.
It was February. February when I asked for what other lacking documents were required. So it was around February, if I'm not mistaken, Attorney Jeza. And it wasn't a call, it was just a text.
Okay. Did you call Attorney Fernandez several times to follow up on the application of Lucky South with PAGCOR?
No, Your Honor. Once I called to relay the message that Lucky South had hired a lawyer to prepare a requirement, MTPP, and then a third time I texted to ask what is the status of the application.
Okay. So, sabi mo rin na Secretary Roque na wala ka ring alam kung bakit sa records ng Lucky South 99 na na-retrieve ng PAOCC, nakalagay ang iyong pangalan bilang isang legal counsel.
Yes,
That's correct?
that is correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, did you initiate a filing of a case against the Lucky South 99 for including your name without your consent?
No, Your Honor, because the first time I found out about it was in the Senate hearing, which was only last month.
And I believe that after the PAOCC raided the Lucky South 99, and upon discovery of this document, they came out with a press statement, press conference, showing that there is a document which bears the name of Attorney Harry Roque there. You're not aware of that?
I was aware of my name in the Senate hearing. It was Senator Risa Ontiveros that brought it out,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Salamat, Secretary Harry Roque. And I also remember that you mentioned in both hearings, both in the Senate and in the House, that you used to stay in that house in Tuba, Benguet.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. The Tuba house in Benguet is owned by PH2 Corporation.
Yes, Your
Is that
Honor.
correct? So when you stayed in that house, Secretary Harry Roque, did you have to lease it with the PH2 Corporation?
No, Your Honor.
You did not.
I did not.
Then when you left the house, you had it leased to a certain Wayuan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wayuhan? Is
Yeah,
there a
one.
lease
Yes, Your
agreement
Honor.
between?
Yes, Your Honor. I submitted it to this committee,
Okay,
Your Honor.
there was a submission, Comsec, no? So, yung bang rental income that you made, the PH2 gained from that lease agreement between Wayawan and PH2, where you are an incorporator, am I correct?
I am not an incorporator in PH2. I'm an incorporator in Biancham,
And
which in
Biancham
turn owns. Yes, Your Honor.
So did you reflect this, I suppose, in your salary?
Well, it was only for the year, Your Honor. It was not leased when I was in government. So it
Okay.
was leased after I was already in government. So
Sige.
it was not reflected in salary, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair. And siguro to give time to others as well, I just would like to manifest that on the second round, this representation would like to ask questions again. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
You want to be included in the second round?
Yes.
Are you sure? Congressman Abante. Ay pala. Sige, Congressman Abante. Before you... sige, ikaw na muna nga. Huli na naman ako. Sige.
Oh,
okay,
ako na.
second round muna to, di ba?
Yes.
So, I'll be asking muna ako muna. So, I'll be asking yung...
Ikaw na muna.
Because this is your second round, di ba?
Yes,
This is
the second round. Oh,
So
I'm
let's
now the next.
allow muna yung mga... May tanong lang ako sa ano? Sa PIDEA. PIDEA, General Lasso, have you encountered yung mga companies? You have coordination with PAOK already, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Meron na tayong mga coordination.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Chairman Akop.
I was about to give my time to the Honorable Abante kasi meron lang daw siyang tatanungin
Yeah.
sa kapulisan. But since question nyo na second round na pala siya, eh ako po hindi pa nakaka-first round.
Wala ko.
Pwede po bang mag-first round muna
Okay.
ako?
Congressman Akop, I thought Congressman Akop will not be asking question. But you are now recognized, Chairman Akop. Mamaya na tayo, General Lasso, ha? Okay.
Thank you. May I ask Secretary Roque, in the last hearing, you were required to submit to this committee the documentations confirming the ownership of the house in Pinewood subdivision, including the ownership structure of the corporation that owns the property. Have you submitted such?
I have a copy, a soft copy of the TCT
Ang
with
tanong ko
me.
po is, have you submitted such?
Hindi po, but I can submit po.
Thank you. Do you also have you already submitted a copy of the lease contract between Yun Wan and your wife, Madam Myla Roque?
Yes, Your Honor.
Submitted already?
Submitted
Consent?
already, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have you already submitted the articles of incorporation and other relevant documents for PH2 Corporation, the corporation, as you have stated, that owns the house in Pinewood subdivision?
Your Honor, in the last meeting, Congressman Paduano said that it should be the SEC that should furnish this committee with those articles.
That's what the Honorable Paduano said. That's not what I said.
Nope. Well, I haven't submitted, Your Honor, but I was on the assumption that the SEC will bring it here. But that will be no problem. I can submit it, Your Honor.
Thank you. You were also required to submit documentation confirming your formal entry of appearance in the three courts, Municipal Trial Court of Porac, Pampanga, the RTC 114 of Angeles City, and the Court of Appeals in the Whirlwind Corporation case. Has this been complied?
Mr. Chair, it has been complied.
It has been complied.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, may I know, Secretary Roque, when did Whirlwind Corporation get you as their lawyer?
Formally for the ejectment case in the month of August of 2023, Your Honor.
2023. So in other words, it's because of the ejectment case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you know that in the past, before you were taken as counsel, your friend, Miss Catherine Cassandra Ong, was part of Whirlwind Corporation and later on was also part of Lucky South 99?
I knew, Your Honor, that she was part of Whirlwind, and after our meeting with PAGCOR, she became representative of Lucky South for PAGCOR as well.
So, kayo po ay isang abogado. Ano po yung conclusion nyo ron?
Ang conclusion ko po, kilala ko siya bilang empleyada talaga ng Whirlwind. Kasi,
Pero
matagal ko na po...
alam nyo rin po na empleyado rin siya ng Lucky South.
Hindi naman po, kasi nung nag-meeting po kami, doon lang siya naging representative ng Lucky South. At ang alam ko nga, hindi ka naman kinakailangan maging stockholder or officer ng licensee para maging representative, gaya po nung pinalitan niya na si Dennis Cunanan, na hindi naman po officer at hindi rin po stockholder ng Lucky South.
So, you're not aware of the sublease agreements between Whirlwind Corporation and Lucky South 99? And there were two sublease agreements. Are you not aware of this?
Hindi po, nung nag-file po kami ng entry of appearance sa ejectment, kasi ang kaso po na ejectment ay sa panig po ng mga cruise at sa panig ng Whirlwind. So ang nagkakasuhan po, cruise and Whirlwind, hindi naman po kasama sa kaso ang Lucky South. So yung kasong hinawakan ko lang po is kaso ng cruise at ng Whirlwind.
Yeah. Did you file a manifestation in court para po may quash yung warrant, search warrant at saka para makuha yung mga documents doon po sa raid sa Lucky South 99?
Opo, may mga dokumento po ako doon na protektado po ng batas, yung mga bank documents po na ibinigay ko sa aking staff na nakitira doon sa sa Porac na naisa publiko po at nakita ko nga po sa TikTok na naisa publiko yung mga dokumentong yon. So nag-file po ako ng motion to quash para maibalik po yung mga dokumento.
Ang sabi po nyo, meron po kayong mga privileged documents na nandun sa... Saan po?
Doon po sa renade na lugar sa Porac.
Saan po specifically? Doon sa place ng POGO Hub.
Doon po sa
Bakit?
pag-aari ng Whirlwind po.
So, parehas ang location ng Whirlwind at saka Lucky South 99. That is what you're telling us.
Sila po may-ari talaga ng buong premises ng Whirlwind na pinaupahan po nila sa Lucky South.
Hindi po totoo yun. Kasi ang may-ari ng lugar talaga ay yung mga cruise.
Yung lupa po.
Close friend ni Roslyn.
Mr. Chairman, yung lupa po, pero yung buildings po,
Yeah, I
sila
know.
nagtayo po.
Technicality na lang yun, attorney. Pero bakit po kayo may kwarto doon?
Hindi po ako may kwarto doon.
Sino
yung naging empleyado ko po na nag-aaral po sa isang aviation school sa Clark.
Bakit po siya nandun? Empleyado po ninyo.
Ex-employee ko po. Dahil nag-aaral po siya sa aviation school.
Ex na pala.
Ex na po.
Attorney, ex.
Opo, ex.
Pero bakit nandun pa yung dokumento mo sa kanyang kwarto?
Well, unang-una po kasi, yung dokumento po has something to do with a travel to Ukraine. May gera po kasi sa Ukraine at naanyayahan ako ng gobyerno ng Ukraine na sumapi sa isang peace conference. At minabuti ko naman dahil may gera nga doon na dapat meron akong kasama. So nagkaroon po ng pagpapalit ng plano, ura-urada, sinabi ko dun sa dating kong empleyado, umatras yung dalawang kausap ko na dapat kasama ko, subukan nating ihabol ang papeles mo. At nahihabol naman po dahil ang pagpasok sa Ukraine via Poland at binigyan naman po kami ng expedited visa ng Poland at ang visa naman po sa Ukraine ay binigay ng Ukrainian government. So kaya po nandun yun, kinakailangan ko magbigay ng affidavit of support. At dahil nakitira po doon yung aking ex-employee, doon po nakahanap yung dokumentong yon.
Kailan po nawala na empleyado nyo yung tao po na yun?
Well, Marso of 2023, wala na po siya. Pero sa Malacanang po, kasama ko yan. So kasama ko po siya at isang buong team ng social media team hanggang ako po ay tumakbo para sa Senado. So that was November 2021 when I was deemed resigned. Pero yung grupo po nila nanatili sa akin hanggang eleksyon. And itong nakitira po sa POGO ay hanggang March of 2023. Pero meron pa po akong dalawang na-retain din hanggang month of August of 2023. Ngayon po, wala na akong kasama ngayon sa law office ko na nakasama ko dati.
Pwede ko bang isipin na kaya nandun siya sa POGO Hub na yun dahil sa pakiusap ninyo?
Well, pwede nyo pong maisip yun. Sa katunayan po, kasi nung August, akala po nila tapos na ang boxing. Kasi meron ng writ of execution po. Pero nung nag-file po kami sa RTC na motion to recall the writ of execution, hindi naman namin inaasahan, nagtagumpay po. So hindi sila napaalis kaagad. Bagamat dapat by August, napaalis na sila. So parang tinanaw naman po nila na utang na loob na hanggang ngayon po, hindi pa sila napapaalis doon, no? Dahil nagpunta naman kami sa Court of Appeals. At siguro po, tumanaw rin ng utang na loob at pinagbigyan yung aking dating tao.
So, kayo po ang nakiusap?
Hindi po. Ang nag-usap po talaga ay yung empleyado ko at saka si Cassie Ong.
Paano sila nagkakilala?
Well, nagpulong po kami matapos po ang isang pagbibista dyan
So,
po sa...
kayo po ang nagpakilala?
Ako po nagpakilala.
Yes.
Ako nagpakilala.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, may I go to Miss Ronelyn Baterna?
Yes,
Is she still around?
go ahead. Yeah, dito pa. Go ahead.
Yes. Kanina, Madam Ronelyn, sinabi mo na hindi mo masyadong kakilala si Cassandra Leong. Tama po ba yung pagkarinig ko?
Kilala ko po siya, Your Honor, and then nakikita ko rin po siya.
Gaano mo siya kakilala?
As ka work po, since doon din po siya nagtatrabaho.
Doon siya nagtatrabaho. Natatandaan mo ba na nung February 2 of 2021, may pinirmahan kang sublease agreement kay Madam Cassandra Ong?
Hindi ko na pong matandaan, Your Honor, kasi sobrang dami ko na pong napirmahan na papel.
May I request the page to show the sublease contract in my possession to Madam Ronelyn Baterna so that she can determine whether the document is what she signed?
Okay, the Comsec is hereby directed to bring the documents to Baterna. Go ahead, Congressman, Chairman Akop.
Hindi. Gusto kong tanungin kasi yun ang susunod na tanong ko eh.
Sige,
Kasi parang siya nang may-ari ng South 99, Lucky South 99 eh. Madam Ronaldin, pirma po niyo ito.
Opo.
Natatandaan po ninyo na pinirmahan niyo itong sublease contract na ito.
Opo.
At ang nakalagay dito, it's this sublease agreement executed and entered into by and between Whirlwind Corporation as the sublessor and Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated as the sublessee. You were, in this document, kayo po ang nagre-represent sa Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated. Tama po ba?
Sa totoo po niyan, Your Honor,
Sagutin mo lang po yung tanong ko, tama po ba yung sinabi ko? Eh kasi dito sa dokumento, itong dokumento, maski tanungin mo yung abogado mo, ay hindi maglalay o hindi magsisinungaling itong dokumento.
Opo, ako po yung nagpirma.
Oh, bakit? Bakit ikaw ang pumirma, Iha?
As per instruction po, kailangan ko pong pirmahan.
Kanino pong instruction?
Yun, gaya nga po ng sinabi.
Kanino pong instruction?
Kay
Sagutin
ma'am.
mo yung tanong ko. Hindi. Pangatlo na akong mag-move to cite you in contempt. At Iha, hindi kita pakukulong dito. Sinisiguro ko yun.
Sa attorney po, galing po kay attorney.
Sinong attorney?
Attorney Medina po.
Attorney Medina. Mr. Chair, may I move that we invite also Attorney Medina so that we will find out kung sino po ang nag-uutos talaga dito.
siya ba yung under ng NFC, law firm?
Hindi po.
Iba pa yung attorney Medina, hindi yan kasama doon sa lawyer mo yan?
Hindi po.
Oh, sige, we'll be inviting the...
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, will you allow it, Congressman?
Hindi.
With regards to Attorney
Go ahead. Just asking.
Kasi pinapa-invite niya.
Wait. Of course, kaya nga, I am just asking if he's going to allow you to interject. Let's put order. Okay? Sige, go ahead. So, we'll be inviting Attorney Medina. Anong first name niya? Anong first name ng Attorney Medina?
Attorney Medina lang yung po yung pagkakilala ko, Your Honor.
What?
Attorney Medina lang po.
Ang alam mo?
Opo.
How can we invite? There's a lot of Medina.
Sa may, sa may Clark, yung office.
Ano na?
Yung office niya po sa may Clark, malapit po.
What's the address ng ano? O sige, the COMSEC will coordinate with you. Go ahead, Congressman Akop.
Mr. Chair, if I remember it right, I think in one of the hearings we have, huwag ka magalit muna, we have already invited that Attorney Medina.